Hello everyone, I am back once again with another session for Legends EA. So, in the last session obviously we actually took care of 3 rogue Megamons as per request by Vinny. So now that we got that taken care of, now we're actually going to go to the Looker Bureau to actually see who this next trainer is, the one that we need to get to rank A basically. Because it's a mysterious person who hasn't properly identified himself, other than he goes by the name of Grissom or Grisbin or some shit like that. We're gonna find out right now. So here we go. There's the canary plush. Roar. Hey Mimi, doing okay? Hello there. What can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Kevin's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grissom. Grissom. I know the name. One of the top ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Of course we still do. Of course. I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. So she's keeping it under wraps, huh? If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. We gotta battle Emma after a long time of not doing so. Which is interesting. She did go easy on me the last time, but maybe now she's gonna battle me like in full force this time. Okay, here goes nothing. Emma stayed out of the ZA Royale because she's always got tons of detective work on her plate. But you ought to know she's super strong. I don't doubt it one bit. You said that earlier. Are you ready to battle me? I'm ready to win, of course. I'll be using Pokémon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Oh yeah, if it's who I think it is, I actually looked up who the guy was actually. His name was Sarosek actually. He was actually one of the Team Flare admins that was having what's it called? Was having her do, like he was having her do all kinds of things. I forgot what those things were, but I was just looking up the name of the guy. His name is Sarosek. Malamar. Everyone, let's go. Yeah, no, Sarosek definitely gave her Malamar because Sarosek actually did use a Malamar and a Crobat, by the way. 2 mons which she actually ended up using after Sarosek was actually taken care of by Looker. So, yeah. Just giving you that little bit of insight right there. If you didn't know that already. But here we go. Detective Emma. You're going to lead with Ampharos. Gonna go for the... I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb just to see what you can do. Because you're going for the light screen. That's an even bigger reason for me to go for that. Okay, we're gonna go for Sludge Bomb. Actually, why did I go for the Flamethrower? That's just silly. Okay. Oh yeah, it's because this is Ampharos. I was like, why did Flamethrower not do anything? Okay, this is something. Dynamic Punch. What madness is this? Also, she has screens up, and yet that's still enough to take her out. That's actually insane work. That's gotta be... okay. Oh boy. You went for something, but I don't even know what that is. You went for that? Oh shoot, I went for Nasty Claw like a fool. I'm dumb. Okay. My Houndoom putting in the work, though. Oh, Lucario. I could have so gone for the flamethrower here. Okay, never mind. I could still go for it. My Houndoom putting in the finest of work. But you're going for the Malamar now. Okay, so she doesn't have the Crobat anymore, it seems. Because Crobat is actually not a mon in this game from what I've seen so far. My Pokemon aren't, and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. In spirit. As in, are they dead? Or are they just not here? Damn. Imagine if she used that in X and Y. That would have been insane. But Mega Malamar, holy damn. This thing actually looks insane. Houndoom? Yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna have to take one for the team. Okay, we're gonna go for... just to weaken it a little bit. Also, did I just go for the plus move? Am I silly? Am I just that dumb? Doesn't matter anyway. I already went for the freaking Brave Bird on this thing. I didn't even have to use my Megamon. Would have been nice to show her that I had Mega Sharpedo, but alas. Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Old guys, huh? Are they really dead though? I don't think Looker was that old. Nor Sarosek. I think they were both like relatively young. Tell me. Well, okay, Looker looks like he could be middle-aged at the very least, but Sarosek looked maybe just a bit younger than that? Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? They're the group that caused a ton of trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. I see. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared calling himself L for some bizarre reason. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. It seemed suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumios. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I've had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. Sarosek? That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently they tried a few things, including making the expansion suit that I used. Yeah, that was definitely, I think, Sarosek actually. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Oh really? Grissom was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Grissom is even a real name or not. And now it seems Grissom is taking part in the ZA Royale. But why? To what end? Could it still be for Team Flare? Does Grissom have a goal of their own? This is actually the question I'd actually ask. Could it be for Team Flare? There's no real saying for sure. Not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grissom. Why would she know anything? You mean Mabel knows Grissom? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. I see. Thanks for the tip, Emma. Indeed. I'll do some investigating of my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says, Kevin. Got it. Let's see if she dares say anything about it. Okay, so to the Research Lab. Also, my Talonflame almost dead. But what we're going to do, obviously, is go to the nearest Poké Center in the Research Lab. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. But there are no nearby Poké Centers except this one, so we gotta go here. Because I need to heal. I don't want to use up my resources, though. By no means. Let's just heal real quick. Merci beaucoup as always. Oh shoot. Nothing, my bad. Got it. Okay. Now let's see. Where were we going? Over here, right? Yeah. But of course, we should just go like to the nearest. Actually, we could just fly here too. Okay, that's cool. We could fly here. which is nice. We're gonna see what's up here. Uh-huh. To the director's office. Oh boy. Okay. That rat! That vile little man! I can't believe that mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. And it's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Someone is not being treated well, kind of like what happened with Laban at the Battle of Connoisseur's place. Are you making progress on my research task? I want to know about Grissom. Ooh, Grissom? Who could that be? Someone in the ZA Royale. The ZA Royale, huh? Seems you already know more about Gris than I would have thought. Well, yeah, it's because I got a promotion match for this guy, but he doesn't seem to want to properly identify himself, so I figured maybe you'd know how I can get to him. Fine. So I used to be part of Team Flare. Oh, wow. Wait, seriously? Tell me more. Tell me more. I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious, but there are still people today who react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? I mean, I don't blame them. They did do some mischief back in the day. So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. Well, that's good to know. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal, so I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. Didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grissom, huh? Effectively. He was part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Grizz. It means gray, like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much a chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now joining the ZA Royale, but if you really gotta know, you might want to try Novo Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. The coffee truck? Why? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. Okay, I see what you're doing here. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work, too. Okay. Just for giving me the lead, I'll keep that up, but still. So we gotta go to the Novo Cafe, huh? I do like how they actually are bringing back the whole Team Flare stuff, honestly. But it seems to be not much, kind of like what happened with the post-game in X and Y, where Team Flare was still around, but it was just really Sarasek, if anything. Him, and for a time it was Emma too, honestly. But I think she was kind of like forced to do it or something, I don't remember. Yeah, but then after that, that was pretty much it. So I think here, the only Team Flare element here is this Grissom guy and probably Lysander. If Lysander is doing nice things, chances are that like explosion that he committed at the Geosense town must have been actually like so brutal to the point where he probably forgot his memory even though he survived. That might explain why he's coming off benevolent. He hasn't really said anything like suspicious. He just says kind of like a lot of the nice things, but he kind of did that in X and Y too, honestly. So I don't know, go figure. He could be lying yet again, honestly, despite his condition. But let's see, where was I going? Oh yeah, to the Novo Cafe. That would be somewhere around here in the middle. Let's go right here, just to not get like surprised right out of the gate. We gotta see what's up. Because it seems like we're getting close to some exposition here. And there it is, the Novo Cafe. So far, nothing suspicious. Although, interestingly enough, now that I look at this place, it's all orange. In before Novo Cafe was a frickin' Team Flare organization this whole time. How do you like them apples? I don't know, let's see. Even the getup looks fiery. Let's see. It is here. This is Novo Cafe. What do you want? Nothing. I don't even think it's you that I'm talking to anyway. Ugh, then why are you even here? You do sound mal encarada, so maybe this could be Team Flare all this time. That'd actually be an insane twist. The logo! Look! The logo is being hidden with some white N. But oh my god, and I didn't even pay attention to that shit. It was all orange too. These guys are at it again. Or something. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I'd like to order a meeting with Chris. I'd like to order one promotion match. Let's see. Order a meeting with Grissom, promotion match. Because this is Team Flare stuff, I'll say the Grissom thing. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you've managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Centrical Plaza's famed Novo Cafe truck is indeed just a front. I knew it! And I don't even have to guess for what. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Novo. What? You madman. Yes, you found me. Grissom at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve. Goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale, which is kind of maddening because you do realize that if you expose yourself to this extent, you're gonna get found out, basically. And, you know, pretty much your career's over. Which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing? Feel free to. Grissom, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point in even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grisel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Novo. Let's just take this kid down right here, right now, while we've got the chance. It's just these two guys, that's gonna be no trouble. Grisel, please do calm yourself. Novo Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. Fine. I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. Okay, so we're gonna get some exposition, I see. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Okay, sounds like a plan. Many Team Flare shenanigans going on here, it seems. But it's just these two guys. It's not like a mass organization, I can see. It's probably just these two, and if Lysander for some reason is involved, that'd be kind of insane, actually. But that's something we're about to find out in a bit right now. So it's over here, it seems. You know what? I don't know if it's me, or could this literally be where the freaking Team Flare headquarters was? I do remember there being a little circle here, and then right here, there was like a tiny little hallway. There was an entrance to the hideout there. I wonder if it's still there. I'm actually going to see right now. Cafe Pokemon and Me. That's actually hilarious. They actually made that reference. But Pokemon and Me is not a thing in this game as far as my observations go. So, make of that what you will. But let's see. Where are we going? Yeah, this way. Then we got to go down here. Yeah, it's somewhere around here. Yeah, there's like a little hallway here or something like that. Yeah, yeah, and over there is a freaking. It was like a little circular area. Yeah, and this right here was the former hideout, I think, for Team Flare, which is kind of insane, actually. It's amazing how they actually managed to expand it a little bit so that it looks a little bit, but it's still positioned in the way that I remember it. There was a circular area here, and I think there was a Poke Center somewhere around here. I think it's that one? Yeah. So, damn. Yeah, this might be the hideout, the former hideout. It's even red themed, like it was in X and Y. Look at you, waiting like a good little lad. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we would want to meet at such a spot. I actually kind of don't need to anymore. This is Lysander Cafe. I knew it. That was the former Team Flare hideout, actually. And it would make sense at Lysander Cafe, since he was the leader of Team Flare. They still have the keys to it, I'm guessing. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare, or more rightly, Team Flare Novo. Which I honestly hardly see the difference. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? At this point, of course I do. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? You'd be surprised. I'm a guy that is... I actually am a man of many faces, given the context of Pokemon, you know, like how we play different games, so we come as different characters every time. Anyone who plays Pokemon should know exactly what I'm talking about, and if not, then I'd be surprised. Grizel. Grissom, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Novo. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him already. The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who were a part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable. Sad though it is that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizel once she is set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match, I must ask, please, won't you grant Grizel the battle she desires? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really mind. It's all good warm-ups. Let me get this item right here, though, hiding right next to Lysander Cafe. How come I never came here is the real question, actually. Probably because this place is so big, and because it looks different compared to what it looked like in X and Y, I think I just kind of figured everything would look at least somewhat different. I didn't think it would be positioned in a similar area, but they kind of at least made that work, interestingly enough. Okay, as far as my leads are concerned, I'll lead with Houndoom just for the good old reference, because let it be known that in X and Y I actually used the Cyrus team, and I would usually lead with Houndoom, so... This is just a throwback, even though this Houndoom is an alpha, which was non-existent in X and Y, is again just a way to go all the way back, you know, nostalgia, all that good stuff. But let's see. Fight me. I don't want to fight. Yeah, no, hell yeah, no, I will, and I will win, because Team Flare is nothing. Here we go. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. We shall see about that. Let's see how tough they are, actually. If they are tough at all. Okay, some decent music. I was kind of thinking we were going to get the ZA Royale music again. But it seems like this is Team Flare business here. Oh, and led with Talonflame. Insane work. Maybe I should have done the same. But here we go. Let's say Dark Pulse. You went for Quick Attack. That's nothing. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb. Flare Blitz I should take fairly well. Go for Dark Pulse. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh boy. Camerupt. Okay. Oh, go for Dark Pulse. Wait, that's a freaking... I don't know if I like that idea. Oh, psych. You just got bombarded. You have 5 mons though. Holy damn. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna have to let this thing go down. We took it down though. A lot of fire mons though, I will say. Aerodactyl. Oh fuck. I was trying to go for the Stone Edge, but I kind of messed up there. Okay, we're gonna go for the Sableye. Okay, here we go. Stone Edge, yeesh, kebabs. Also, that did a lot. Go for that. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna go into Sharpedo here. Okay, go for that, go for that, go for the Aqua Jet. There we go. We're gonna try to Mega Evolve this thing. We're gonna see what we can do here. Oh, you got a Metagross? Are you kidding me? Gotta go for the crunch here. Liquidation. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Thing almost got lived and gave me the work. Pyroar. Oh, Fluffernutters. It's Mega Pyroar. I've got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Mega Pyroar. That's actually insane. Okay, I'll give it that they may be only 2 members, but they at least can do, like, have full teams. And with Mega Evolution to boot. Okay, boom. You're dead though. Mega Pyro was not enough for my Mega Sharpedo. This is ridiculous. I don't know if I'll be able to use Mega Sharpedo against this guy though. He may not even rock fire type mons. I lost. Insane work. My Pokemon lost. Feels bad, man. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila, 1 Ember Roast, our signature drink at Novo Cafe. Huh, okay. Thank you for the healing. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Now that we are all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare and what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. Sounds like a plan. We're going to see how the interior looks, at least for this. Now the question is the whole hideout going to be present as well, or is it just the little living room at the beginning? Is the door in the back going to still be there? It is red themed, like it was in X and Y. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander cafe. That I agree. And the music from X and Y too. I love that. Nostalgia. See, this is why I wanted to play Pokemon Legends ZA, despite me not being a fan of Generation 9 as a whole because of freaking Scarlet and Violet. It's because we're going back to the Kalos region, even if it's just for Lumio City and not the rest of the region. You know? It's that nostalgia that gets me every time. But here we go. And here, in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? I've heard many myths. That weapon was AZ's creation. That I know, because he was supposedly, something happened to Floette actually, And that caused him to create it in order to avenge her, but obviously Floette wasn't on board with that, so she kind of left him because of it. And the poor man was wandering around for 3,000 years. How? I don't know. But something with the ultimate weapon had to do with it, I think. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. Well, okay, AZ definitely is guilty to an extent, but Lysander ultimately had the choice to decide whether to do things the right way or the wrong way. I don't think that's for AZ to decide, honestly. That was more for Lysander. So, Lysander is still kind of guilty for everything he did. I guess AZ also did, but for what happened 3,000 years ago. Not now. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know. I feel like enough time has passed, honestly. But I guess you can kind of understand why AZ would be kind of guilty, honestly. The guy did cause destruction way back then. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. Again, that part is definitely just Lysander's fault, honestly. So if anyone's to blame, it's really Lysander. AZ is only guilty, like, had this, like, been a thing, you know, maybe like a couple thousand years after he did, or maybe 1,000 years after he did with what he did with the ultimate weapon. But right now, I don't know. I guess he could be feared, especially considering he's lived up to 3,000 years. Like, people would probably just wonder why the hell he's not dead yet, honestly. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to the Team Flare stuff, I think it's mostly Lysander's fault. AZ might still be guilty, but I just feel like Lysander ultimately decided to keep the weapon going instead of just leaving it at that. I don't know. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. Maybe he's trying to remedy his mistake, honestly. But it's very difficult. And honestly, with that kind of guilt, it's kind of not that difficult to see why. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. Honestly, I can see it, honestly. That is why I invite you, Kevin, to witness the truth yourself. How's that? You'll see. Open sesame! Oh yeah, I think there was like a freaking password you had to like submit here in order to enter the hideout. Let's see how the hideout has changed, if at all. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. Yep, it was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there where we learned that AZ's secrets for ourselves. Yeah, no, that is true. They had him captive, actually. But I think he was like kind of not really cooperating, I think. Or maybe they did give him information about the ultimate weapon, which is why they were able to bring it back for some reason. I don't know. Maybe right there is where AZ might have screwed up a little bit, actually. Maybe the ultimate weapon wasn't like a thing until he mentioned it, maybe. And maybe he gave him the information to actually revive the ultimate weapon. I don't know. This is all what comes to mind, based on what I remember from X and Y. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be labyrinthine. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. I ain't afraid of no wild Pokemon. I got Mega Sharpedo under my belt. That's not gonna be an issue. The hidden passage to enter Lysander Labs. I see. The phenomenon, yeah, of Mega Power, yeah. Okay, from the looks of it, the whole like maze that was here is kind of not present. Or maybe it is, but maybe if you enter the elevator. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs. You guessed it. If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? I see it and I believe it. You'll need an elevator key. There should be one lying around somewhere. Alright. Then I shall look for it. Nothing here. The warp panel doesn't seem to be powered on. You'll have to find the right power supply unit to get it running up and running again. Okay. But we gotta find some key here. That's a Pokeball. Investigate. Door seems to be locked. The letter A is displayed on the consoles. A for AZ, question mark? Is this a cell maybe? No, this is the same thing. Oh, we can go in there more. Okay. We can't take elevator yet. There's got to be a key somewhere around here. No, that's not a key. I like how it is somewhat mazy here. Oh shit, it's a Houndoom. Right here? Oh wait, I don't got him on. Sharpedo. It's time for you to do your thing. Obviously, we can't do it from there. There we go. Oh, of course. I don't want to catch it right now. I already have one. So, and it's an alpha one at that. So, no need. That's a potion. There's a console here. A danger console? Pulled the lever and activated the power supply unit. Oh, okay. This is for the power supply. Oh, wow. Everything still works, even after 5 years of... Well, there was people still residing in this, so I imagine maybe they were actually economical with it. The lights are back on, and nearby warp panels should work now. If we're going to be dealing with some maze shit here, though, this might actually take a while. Will we even have time to do the promotion match? Okay, so... Oh, man. Now, this is interesting. They want us to find a key to get in there. Okay, I do remember the game being something like this, actually, all mazy and stuff, where we had to go through a bunch of rooms. Encounter all kinds of teams, or team members and whatnot. Also, I think I just went back to where I was. Dang it. What if I go over here? There is an item over here. That's a Dawnstone. Ooh. I don't need a Dawnstone, though, because I don't use Gallades. I forgot what other mons evolve with the Dawnstone. This is invisible and we can't get through it? That's kind of insane work. So I'm guessing we just can't do anything. Let's see if we can go like to where the beginning is. Let's see, where were we? Here, right? Maybe it's over here. There's an item right here, Ultra Ball. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I have to find a different power supply for that, I guess. Locked, okay. Letter A though, so can't be done yet. They want me to find a freaking key. If this takes way too long, I'm gonna have to probably cut some parts here and there, like always. Cause damn, this is looking to be interesting. But for different reasons. Okay, let's see. There's something shiny over there. The lab key card A. Okay, lab key card A. Okay. Oh. You ain't gonna do me that shenaniganry. Okay. At least we fought it. Dark Pulse. That's actually a pretty good TM to have. Okay. Computers. Yeah. There's an item right here. It's a pretty feather. Nothing significant. Okay, nothing here. Nothing there. Oh, this just takes you back over here. Okay. Let's just check what's over here. See if it takes us anywhere else. Nothing here, nothing there. Oh, imagine if I get stuck here. That'd be next levels of insanity. Right here, we cannot go anywhere here. Oh, okay, I see why now. It's because that's a pit. Holy shit. Imagine if we actually could fall in there. That'd be insane. Okay, so we just gotta go back over there then. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta go here. Keycard A. Against the panel. So now, door opened. That's a EXP candy. Not what I'm looking for. There's a Noivern. Noivern's here though. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, I see. Okay, wait. Wait, I went for the freaking liquidation like a fool. Let's see if we can catch it. If we can, great. If we cannot, lame. Okay, lame. But it is what it is. Let me heal my Sharpedo. I don't want to have to deal with any shenanigans here. There's a reason I got all this. This doesn't work because I need a different power. Pretty feather. Okay, there's a fancy room over here. Where is it? Oh no, this is just a Houndour. Wait. Let's just catch it, cause why not? Oh, we caught it easily. How do you like that? B. Okay, so we need a key card B for this. Not in here. Could it be this? Nope, that's an Ultra Ball. Okay. This is another lever for me to pull. Lights are back on. The place is quite a mess though, I will say. But it makes sense if the place has just been abandoned for the past 5 years. No maintenance. But let's see. There are some panels here. The power's on. So we can go here. Which I think is the requirement. Because there's nothing here, right? Yeah, no, that's just the entrance over there. Let's see, let's see. There's an item right here. A rare candy, okay. Right here, that's a Pokeball. That's a EXP candy. Right here, there's nothing else. There's just another panel right here to go to. Another area here. Lab key card B, okay. We cannot go through here yet though. Oh, that is interesting. We can just shortcut our way here, which is nice. So yeah, let's go over there. There's the lab B. Okay, door opened. I'm guessing there's like maybe one C. Who is that? Beldum. Oh wow, Beldum? Here? I was wondering where you could find these mons. Okay. These things have insane catch rate. Okay. Wow, these things are lame. Can't even catch them things. Sunstone, for whatever that's worth. Wow, these are the bets. These guys have been living like squatters this whole time. Okay, there's nothing here though. At least I don't think so. It's just a mess here. Wait, that's where I came from. There's gotta be a different way to go about this. Nope, not here. Yeah, look, this is where I was looking out from here. There we go. Let's not deal with this. Where? Oh, we caught the Manectric. Okay, that's an EXP candy. Yeah, there's a freaking pit here. That's why I couldn't go over there. But here's another power source area here. Tiny mushroom max revive. That's actually useful. Let's see now. The power is on. The place is less dark now. I'll admit this would have been a lot worse if there was like a lot of Team Flare grunts around here. So maybe it's a good thing that there's not a lot of them either, honestly. What we got were actually reasonable. Like, they weren't bad. Okay, now the question is, where do I go? Here? I think I went back to the beginning, though. Or maybe not. There's a nugget here, so maybe this is where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, this place looks pretty dark still, so maybe there's power needed here. Yeah, okay. Get this out of here. Oh shoot, there's an alpha too. Not cool, bro. Oh shoot, this thing is gonna be annoying. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I can't get out of here. I can't get it. We gotta get out of here. Gotta. Okay, we gotta. Oh shoot. Yeah, these things are annoying because level 40s do not work for some reason here. Okay, hold on. Give me this thing. This is level 60. Whoa. Can I Mega Evolve? See what play? Get this, honestly. Get this. Fucking little thing. Wow, this thing is a stubborn bastard. Let's see if we can catch it. We cannot, but we gotta freaking full restore this thing. Yeah, no, Alpha was not what I was expecting, honestly. That was unexpected. Holy shit. Okay. Forgive me, Sharpedo, that was a little unexpected, honestly. You had Zen Headbutt for that, too. Okay. There's a freaking item right here. So we don't have Team Flare Grunts, but we have these alpha Pokemon instead. That's actually insane work. And crazily enough, they were buffed from Legends Arceus. Because in Legends Arceus, they were still doable to destroy. But here, holy damn. Okay, keycard C. But we cannot enter here. I heard a Houndoom, but hopefully that's not a freaking Mega Houndoom or Alpha Houndoom. That would be annoying. Pretty Feather. Okay, there's an area here. I love how the more we catch these things, the easier they become to catch. When for all intents and purposes, they should be difficult to catch. Okay. Question is, okay, there's a Pokeball over here. Where's the door to the key card though? Oh, Fluffernutters. Noivern. See, they get caught? Nah. Item, Firestone. But nothing more. Nothing here. Nothing there. Oh, here's the door. C. Door opened. Is there an item here? There is. I want to get whatever I can because I don't know if I'll come back here, honestly. Or if it'll even be accessible. Oh, shoot. Now there's an Alpha Aegis. Great. We might have to fight Alpha with Alpha here. Can we catch this thing unawares? We cannot. Because it's literally guarding the little thing. An Aegis Slash floats in the way. It looks like you'll have to defeat it in order to continue ahead. Yeah, it's literally acting like a guard, honestly. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can flamethrower this thing. I'm gonna nasty plot this thing. There we go. Oh my god, this thing still wants to survive. Play a nasty fuck. Okay, never mind. I went for the nasty ball like a numbskull, even though I just took this thing out. There we go. Okay, thankfully we had Houndoom, otherwise this could have been pretty difficult. The path is now clear, thankfully. Oh, okay, I was like... Get this in before they, like, respawn or some shit. That'd be next levels of insanity. Nothing of importance here. There's a card D now. Oh, great. The elevator key. Oh, okay, never mind. Thank goodness. Key card that activates the elevator in Lysander Labs. It is emblazoned with the Team Flare logo. Nice. Nice. I shall. We literally had to go through all of this just for that. Oh, okay, hold on. The max potion. This lever right here. I think this lever might actually take us back to where we came from. Mm-hmm. Nearby word panel should work now. Good to know. Okay. And yeah, it was the very entrance. Okay. We're at the 50-minute mark. I don't know if I want to just finish this Team Flare adventure. And then we can call it a session maybe. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go to? There's 2 floors I can go to. Wow. Let's go to the 2nd floor just to see what's up here. Wow. I think this is the place where, what's his name was kept in custody, actually. Not really sure, though. It's just a little dark area here, though. Yeah, this might have been the place where AZ was kept, actually, in captivity. And then the 3rd floor was where we actually, I think, encountered Sarosek or something? I don't know. Something like that. Let's go to the 3rd floor now. Oh boy, it's dark in here. Can't see shit. Oh wait, that's the elevator. Never mind. So we gotta go straight? Question mark. It's pretty hard to know what's going on here. Ooh ooh, ooh ooh. Wait, is there anything here? This place is weird. It's so dark and I can't see shit. Don't tell me I need like a Pokemon with the move Flash or something. Oh, here it is. Wait, what? No, that's the elevator. There's literally nothing here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not looking at the freaking map. Why is it so dark in here, though? That's the thing. There we go. Jeez, some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed, commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted, voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. The device, the fuel, the legends, a shared dream. Which file would I like to review? Oh, great. We'll have to review all these. I think we're going to be here for quite a while, actually. So this might be yet another hour-long session. Rip me. But let's read the files. The device. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. Yep. Because I don't know what caused Floet to die. I don't know if it was sickness or something happened to it. Somebody attacked it and it lost its life somehow. But he used it to revive it. But then I think afterwards AZ used it for destruction or something. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work. You see, this is why Lysander is somewhat to blame, because this weapon was buried, but these guys looked for it. And I think AZ might have told them where, I guess, because they had him captive or something. I don't know. But we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. Which file would I like to review? The fuel. The device that grants life in fact grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon? Ooh. Am I reading that correctly? The device that grants life in fact grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon? This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? The legends. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to open, or if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Finally, our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. Jeez. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. It's basically extremism. Sigardi, how did you find me here? Don't tell me a Lysander's somewhere around here. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Really? L? But how? Why you're here? I'm guessing he was here this whole time after the destruction at Geosense Town. Zygarde seems to wish that I come to this place. Oh, I see. I have lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. So he did forget his memory. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of this cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. Oh shoot. I don't remember if that device was ever mentioned in X and Y though. But to activate that device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth together with Team Flare's secret base. Okay, so he did sustain damage from that. He survived miraculously enough. That's kind of insane. But you're still alive. Zygarde saved me. Zygarde. I think that's crazy, actually. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down. The deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Oh shoot. Now it has become a threat to Lumios. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. I have to wonder where the hell this would have fit in X and Y. So you mean to tell me that all that time that I've been chilling around in Lumios, it's been under that threat of the freaking device? That's insane work. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grissom and with AZ, then do what must be done. I see. Well, damn. 1 hour and 4 minutes for that, holy shit. Let's see. With the ultimate weapon, we will unleash the power of Kalos' legendary Pokemon. The weapon will be powered by living Pokemon, or rather by the life energy they contain. To obtain this life energy, we must bind Pokemon to the standing stones that line Route 10. There are also details and other plans about the ultimate weapon written here. They mentioned Route 10. Are we going to be able to go only there? Okay, yeah. So I guess he's just going to stay back here, I guess. Gotta go back and find my way. Okay. Yeah. Damn, I was lost for a sec, actually. But okay. So now that that's all said and done, we must get the hell out of here. Okay. So, any last words? I'll give you endless coffee on the house, just let Grissom be the one to save us this time. Did you see Lysander? I did. I met him inside. He's still down there. To think that he is still alive is nothing short of a miracle. And yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. Yeah, no. He only remembers AZ. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Well, again, he sustained massive damage from that explosion, obviously. It's only natural he forgets. It's even a miracle he survived, honestly. Grizel, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Kevin, you now know the truth of AZ's sins, and so I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floet and give her to me. Why would I do a thing like that? What about what Floet wants? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floet, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. That is a good question. Why isn't AZ using Floet for that? Well, maybe it's because he's old. I don't know. And Floet needs to have, like, good power or something. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe it can perish again? I don't know. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve this kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children born to those who chose to join Team Flare, and yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumios. This city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better. At Novo Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked there, we've also heard the voices of Lumios' people. We understand the cities better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floet to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floet. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. That is a good question. I'd like to believe that they're going to be understanding, but I feel like Urbe might be the one that feels a little betrayed. Maybe just a little bit. Now, go back to Hotel Z. So I guess we're not battling yet. Thankfully, though. Because, yeah, look. 1 hour and 9 minutes. It might be more than that, depending on if there's anything else here. If nothing is else here, then we'll just save here and call it a session. But damn, that was quite some exposition. This session is basically all about Team Flare. Okay, thankfully there's nothing to do here, so we just now know that this is Lysander Cafe. Okay, but like I said before, that was quite a lengthy session. So in the next session, obviously, we're going to go see what everyone else thinks about what I just learned about here in Lysander Cafe. But for those who watched this session of Legend ZA, thank you for watching as always. Hope to catch you fellas for the next session whenever I get to it. But for now, just take it easy and have yourselves a good one.